Hello everyone, today we are going to do standard 8th, chapter 8, that is quadrilateral construction and types. Practice set number 8.3. The other exercises from this chapter is already been completed. The link will be given in the description box. So let's start with the exercise 8.3. Measure of opposite angles of a parallelogram are 3x minus 2 degree and 50 minus 8 degree. Find the measure of each angle. We need to find the measure of each angle. When they have given in this form, we need to find the proper number of that angle. Okay, so first we will write the what has been given to you all. So first, parallelogram ABCD, in which measure of angle A is supposed to be 3x minus 2 degree and measure of angle C is equal to 50 minus x degree. Okay, that is what we have written for the diagram also. Is it visible to you all? Yes, it is. Now, from the opposite angle property of a parallelogram, we can say that measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C. Okay, this is the property of a parallelogram. Therefore, what is measure of angle A? 3x minus 2 degree and B is supposed to be 50 minus x degree. Okay, now first we will remove the bracket. 3x minus 2 is equal to 50 minus x. Then we will take the like terms in one side. 3 plus minus x will change to plus x and 50 minus 2 will change to plus 2. Okay, therefore we have 4x is equal to 52. Therefore x is equal to 52 upon 4. X is equal to, when you reduce this, 13. Okay, now you have got the value of 13 x. Therefore we can place the value of x in these two equations. So let's write it, 3x minus 2 and 50 minus x. So 3x minus 2 means 3 into 13 minus 2 is equal to how much? 37 degree. Okay, 3 into 13 minus 2 will give you 37 degree. Okay, this is directly in the form of degree. Now we will find 50 minus 13, which will be, so 50 minus x is going to be 37, that is 50 minus 13. Okay, now after getting this measurement, children, what you all have to write? Side AB is parallel to side DC and line AD is the transversal. So why we need to write this, children? Why we need to write this? Because we need to use the interior angle property over here. So for that, this statement is important. From this statement, we can say that angle A plus measure of angle D is equal to 180 degree. And as I said, we need to give the reason as interior angle. Okay, now therefore 37 plus measure of angle D is equal to 180. Therefore, measure of angle D is equal to 180 minus 37. Therefore, measure of angle D is equal to 143 degree. Okay, so children, you will see that you have almost got all the angles. Okay, when measure of D is this much, therefore measure of angle B is also going to be 143 degree, as opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. You will see that we have got both the measurements same of all the opposite angles. This was angle A is equal to 37 degree, angle B is equal to 143 degree, angle C is equal to 37 degree and angle D is equal to 143 degree. Okay, I hope you all have understood this question. Now let's move towards the next question, which is referring the adjacent figure of a parallelogram. Write the answer of question given below. Okay, now they have given few questions and a similar figure they have given for all the questions. Okay, so I have drawn only once. You all can refer it from the textbook also. So the first question is, if LWZ means W and Z length of this is 4.5 centimeter, then what is the length of XY? Okay, so for this what they have given, we will write at first length of WZ. Length of WZ is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Okay, therefore length of XY is equal to length of WZ, and the reason that you all have to give is opposite sides of a parallelogram. Okay, as we just now saw that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, in the same way opposite sides of a parallelogram are also equal. Okay, so first we will write this. Therefore length of XY is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Got it? If this is 4.5 centimeter, then this is also going to be 4.5 centimeter. The next question is, if length of YZ is equal to 8.2 centimeter, then how much is XW? Okay, Y and Z is 8.2 centimeter, then how much will this be? This will also be the same, and the reason will again be the same, that opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Therefore length of XW is equal to length of YZ, and the reason is opposite. Children, reason is important, that is why we have to write it compulsory. Of parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so we have YZ, isn't it? How much is length of YZ? 8.2. So how much is going to be the XW? It is also going to be 8.2. So you all can write length of XW is equal to 8.2 centimeter. Okay, now the third question is, question number 3. If OX is equal to 2.5, then OZ is how much? OX is 2.5, then we have to find OZ. Now for this, what reason we have to give? Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so again we need to write in the same way, that is length of OZ is equal to, this is Z, is length of OZ is equal to length of OX. Okay, therefore, and the reason, children, I forgot to write the reason, diagonals. It is the diagonals, isn't it? Diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so therefore length of OZ is also going to be 2.5. Okay, now question number 4. Length of WO is equal to 3.3 centimeter. Then what is the length of WY? Okay, again it is in the form of diagonals, children. They are diagonals. We have to find the diagonals. Therefore length of WO is equal to length of WZ. And what is the reason? Same reason that we wrote over here, that is diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so this is going to be length of length of WZ is going to be how much? 3.3 into 2. Okay, so what is this going to be? Length of WZ is equal to 6.6 centimeter. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, now let's move to question number 5. measure of angle WZY is equal to 120, and then what is the measure of WXY? Okay, and one more measure they have given us, that is XWZ. Okay, so both the measures we have to find it. For that, what has been given we have written already. Therefore, measure of angle WXY is equal to measure of angle WZY, and the reason is opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Okay, so this is going to be measure of angle which WXY is supposed to be 120 degree. Okay, if ZY is 120 degree, XY is also going to be 120 degree, because it is the opposite side of a parallelogram. Okay, now after getting this, what we need to do is, so after getting measure of angle WXY is equal to 120 degree, we can say that side WX is parallel to side ZY. Okay, and line WZ is the transversal, isn't it? Therefore, measure of angle XWZ plus measure of angle WZY is equal to 180 degree, and the reason is interior angles, as we took for the first example also. Therefore, this measurement is not there, so we will keep it as it is, plus this measurement we have, so 120 degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, measure of angle XWZ is equal to 180 minus 120. Therefore, we get measure of angle XWZ is equal to how much? 60 degree. Okay, so I think we have got all the questions which have been solved. They are very easy to solve, children. You all can try it on your own. Now we will move to the third question, that is construction of a parallelogram ABC such that BC is equal to 7 centimeter, and measure of angle ABC is 40 degree, and length of AB is equal to 3 centimeter. Now we have to construct, but before that we need to find few answers to the questions that they have given, and the construction is already been explained yesterday's video. You all can check it, children. So I will only do the theory part. The practical part, that is the construction of a parallelogram, you all have to try it on your own, watching the previous day's video, which I will be giving the link in the description box. Okay, so I will only be solving the theory part. Children, try to draw the diagram. If you all are not able to draw it, let me know. I will make a separate video and show you how to draw it. But it's very easy. I have already explained. Yesterday's video is separately made for construction, so you all can watch that video. So this is the rough figure that we have drawn according to the question that they had asked. Okay, so now according to this question, what does that means? We have drawn it, and in which the solution is length of BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay, so first we have to draw 7 centimeter, and then measure of angle ABC is equal to 40 degree. Okay, and point A is equal to such that, point A is such that length of AB is equal to 3 centimeter. Okay, now the opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent, as we have studied from the first question, that the opposite sides are congruent. Therefore, that also we have to write it, that is CD is equal to length of, is equal to 3 centimeter. Length of AD is equal to length of BC, which is 7 centimeter. Okay, so from this, children, you all have to draw this diagram. It is very easy. You all have to only put such solution before drawing it, and then you all have to draw a fair figure. So first I will just give a brief explanation. First we will draw 7 centimeter, then take 40 degree angle. Okay, Draw this bigger line, mark 3 centimeter on your rounder, put a arc over here, you will get one point over here. Okay, from this point you have to take 3 centimeter, put a arc over here. Okay, now that you have got 3 centimeter from here also, take 7 centimeter on your rounder, keep a arc over here and draw 7 centimeter. Okay, is it clear to y'all? Y'all can watch the previous day's video which I will be linking down so that this construction will be easy for y'all. Okay, let's not waste the time because we need to finish all the questions. The questions are, the theory questions are quite long. So question number 4, ratio of the consecutive angles of a quadrilateral is 1:2:3:4. Find the measure of each of the angles. Write with reason what type of a quadrilateral it is. Now according to the question, we need to first draw. You all can follow the question from the textbook, children. This is the 4th question from exercise 8.3. Okay, so this is the diagram of the quadrilateral according to the question that they have given. Okay, so this is C, D, B and A. Okay, A, B, C and D. Now we can say that this is going to be the solution, children. You all can follow question number 4 from the textbook. Okay, so this is question number 4. Let quadrilateral A, B, C, D be a quadrilateral. Okay, and what is the ratio that they have given? Ratio is 1:2:3:4. Okay, so let the common multiple be x. Okay, so measure of angle A is x degree. Okay, first is x, then measure of angle B is equal to 2x degree, measure of angle C is equal to 3x degree and measure of angle D is equal to 4x degree. Is it easy? Is it understandable? Okay. Now the sum of the measure of all the angles of a quadrilateral, therefore sum of the measures of all angles of a quadrilateral is how much? 360. Okay, so all the angles should form how much? 360 degree. Okay, therefore measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C plus measure of angle D is equal to how much? 360 degree. Therefore, now whatever we are having the values that we have wrote over here, we have to write it plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 360. So the total of this is going to be 10x is equal to 360. Therefore, x is equal to 360 divided by 10. So the answer is going to be x is equal to how much? 36. Okay, is it visible? You have got x, children. Now what you all have to do? Place the values in this values. Okay, so therefore measure of angle A is equal to 36 degree, measure of angle B is equal to 2x, means 2 into 36, which is going to be 72. Measure of angle C is equal to 3x, that is 3 into 36 is going to be 108. Measure of angle D is equal to 4x, that was 4 into 36, which will be 144 degree. Degrees you all have to write it. Okay, now you will see that you have got all the angles. Okay, now what we needed to find? We needed to find measure of angle B plus measure of angle C. That means measure of 72 degree plus measure of angle C is how much? 108 degree. Okay, so the total is going to be 180 degree. Okay, so from this reason, just a minute. Okay, from this reason we can say that side CD is parallel to side AB. Therefore, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B, which is 36 plus 72, which is going to be 108. Now this is, you will see that it is not 180, as we got 180 over here, but we have not got measure of angle A and B as equal to 180 degree. So we can say that side BC is not parallel to side AD. Okay, therefore now what is quadrilateral ABCD? It is a trapezium. I hope you all have understood, children. It is very easy. All the questions that we have learned till date, we can do it in this question. Okay, now question number 5 is again a construction, children. The construction has been explained yesterday in a proper way. You all can follow it and then you all can draw question number 5. If there is any queries, please let me know. Even question number 6 is also a construction, children. So I think I will draw one question for you all, so that the other you all can try it on your own. So let's try question number 5, in which length of BA is equal to length of BC is equal to 4.2 centimeter. Okay, and length of AC is equal to 6 centimeter, and length of AR is equal to length of CR, that is 5.6 centimeter. So let's draw the rough diagram according to the measurements that they have given, children. So the measurement, according to the measurement, this kind of figure we need to draw it. Okay, so this is a rough figure. According to the rough figure only we will be drawing our fair figure. So join this part. Okay, it should look like a quadrilateral, not a square. Okay, now all the measurements I will write it down. This is A, B, C and R. Okay, according to the question, this marking is being done A, B, C, R according to the question they have given. Okay, they have said construct B, A, R, C. Okay, now this is 6 centimeter, this is 4.2 centimeter, this is 4.2 centimeter, this is 5.6 and this is also 5.6. Okay, so is the rough figure clear to everyone? Okay, so from the rough figure, first we will take how much? 5.6 centimeter. So 5.6 means this point and this point. Okay, so this is going to be, first do the marking, children, so that you will come to know this is AR, which was 5.6 centimeter. Okay, now after this we need to take 4.2 centimeter, 5.6 centimeter and then 6 centimeter. So first we will form a triangle, as I had explained yesterday also. The more the sides you all have, the first thing that you all have to draw. So we have this type of triangle first, so we will draw that, which was 5.6. so you all can take 5.6 from this measurement, or you all can use the scale also. So this was 5.6 this side. Okay, and the diagonals, children, I will show you the figure so that it will be more clear. Now I have drawn 5.6 this arc. I will be drawing 6 centimeter, means this kind of arc. Okay, so again I will measure 6 centimeter on the rounder. See, this is my 6 centimeter. Is it clear? Okay, now I will place it on this point and I will draw an arc. Now my arc has become small, you can see that. So again I have to make the adjustments as 5.6 and make my 5.6 arc similar to this. I think the measurement has gone wrong. No, it's right. Okay, so this was the earlier one was wrong, so I will first erase this. so that it will be more clear to you all. This was 5.6. See, and then I have drawn this arc. Okay, now you have got one point. Join this point and form the first triangle. Okay, so you will see that almost half of your figure is been completed. Okay, this is 6 centimeter. This is supposed to be C, and this was 5.6. Okay, still half figure is remaining. So what we have to do, we have to draw 4.2 centimeter from this and 4.2 centimeter from this angle also. So what we have to do, again use a scale, take 4.2 centimeter. Okay, now I have taken 4.2 centimeter. Keep the same measurement for both the angles, children, because you will see that draw a bit bigger arcs. Children, you all can erase it later on if you all want, if it's looking bigger. You will see that you have got 4.2 from this and 4.2 from this side also. Now your quadrilateral, according to the given measurement, is completed. This was 4.2 and this was also 4.2. This is point B. I hope everyone has understood it. Now let's construct one more triangle, one more quadrilateral parallelogram. Sorry, we can construct one more parallelogram, which I will show you in the notebook how to draw the rough figure according to the question that they have given. You all can follow question number 6 from the textbook. In this construction of parallelogram PQRS, in which the measurement are length of PQ is 3.5, length of QR is equal to 5.6, length of RS is equal to 3.5, then length measurement of angle Q is equal to 110 degree and measure of angle R is equal to 70 degree. Okay, now first we will draw the rough figure. So this is what is going to be our rough figure for the given measurements. Rough figure is necessary, as I explained yesterday's construction chapter also, that we need to draw a rough figure which is compulsory. 70 degree, 110 degree, this was supposed to be my R, this is supposed to be my Q, then S, P, 3.5, 3.5. Okay, and this was 5.6. Okay, our rough figure is ready. Let's draw the fair one. Okay, now for the fair one, first we need to draw the base first, which was supposed to be how much? 5.6. Okay, so it is visible to you all. 5.6 again. So 5.6, this is my measurement, and which was supposed to be R, Q, 5.6. From point R was supposed to be 70 degree. So 70 degree over here, from inside you all have to take 70 degree, and for point Q it was supposed to be 110. Okay, so for 110 you have to, children, take the outside numbers. Okay, from here the outside number, that is 110. Okay, now that you all have got your two angles, draw slightly bigger line, as I had explained yesterday also. The same kind of figures I had explained yesterday also. You all can check the link. This is 70 degree. This is 110 degree. Okay, now half of our figure is been completed. Now what is remaining? We need to draw 3.5 from both the sides. For that, you all have to take the measurement from the rounder and scale in this way, 3.5. Okay, so keep your arc over here, draw it, same measurement, 3.5. Okay, so you will see that you have got 2 points over here. Draw the segment joining this point, which will be P and S. Okay, so here our lesson also ends, children. I hope everyone has understood how to construct, how to find the answers, how to find the types of the quadrilaterals. If there is any queries, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to get back to you all. Take care. Bye.